And Tracy, we're talking about the ringtone going off at the funeral I went to.
Yeah, so I was just at my friend's mom's funeral last week, and one of the sisters or aunts was up there talking just about her mom, and some older lady's rooster ringer just started blaring off. Yes.
I don't understand how people have that as their. I would be so irritated.
I could see Scott Mick. If Scott Mick's got the phone going on sound, I could see a rooster. No,
it's funny. He's listening, and he asked me to pass along a message to Shannon, and it was, "Tell Miss Murphy I'm disappointed she didn't have my back. I thought better of her."
Ed, what happened at the funeral?
Basically, my dad was my uncle passed away, and we're at his funeral. My dad's in car clubs, and my uncle was in the service and everything. They did the 21-gun salute, and they were folding the flag, and it was absolute quiet as all get out. And my dad's phone rings and goes, "Oh God!"
Did the military men and women, did they make any kind of a look over at him or no?
No, they stood tall and they did it right, but it was just absolutely embarrassing. I even told my dad before we got out of the cars and stuff, leave your phone in the car. I did, and then it went off.
I'm telling, and I'm not wishing death on your dad, but when your dad does die, everybody should have the ooga go off, instead of the 21-gun salute.
Yeah.
All right, Mojo in the morning.
Cheating test. Grab your man's phone and run to the bathroom with it. If he kicks down the door, you have your answer. Another War of the Roses is after 9 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the morning. Phone number 844-MOJO Live, text 95500. If you do text us, know that we would love for you to talk to us on the radio. So Lydia might call you. So if she does, pick up your phone so that Lydia can get you on the radio. And if you're a first-time, long-time, please say hello. Yes, Lydia?
I would like to say I will bark at you if you don't pick up your phone.
You've been getting some good ones picking up today, but
Today it's been pretty good.
It's because you threaten to punish all the listeners that are... Lydia will put notes up sometimes with your text, so you have names next there if you're a regular texter, and it will be never picks up Bob or something like that. But always has...
No talk Carol.
Not nice, Danny.
Yeah.
They're also funny.
The funny thing is they all have good texts and good comments, and this is obviously a radio show. This is, something that we like to get, you to verbalize your comments. So, Mojo in the morning, Shannon, you had a moment happen yesterday that I think there are probably others that have ever had moments like this.
Yeah, as a divorced parent, I think that there are situations that you put yourself into, that you have to put yourself into, and you do it for your kids, even though inside you are just like, this is the last place that I want to be at the moment, but you do it to make your kids happy. And that was me last night. Lucy and Smith, my little ones, they're swimmers, and they're great competitive swimmers. They swim all year round, and during the summer they swim for a swim team, for a swim club. And I am not a member at this swim club. Okay, their dad is. My husband is a member, and so last night the meet was at this swim club, and of course I'm going to be there because I'm so excited to see the kids compete. You guys, I was so uncomfortable. It felt like, the only way I can describe it is it felt like I was on somebody else's turf. Do you know what I mean? Yep. You feel really out of place. It's really awkward. I know a few people there who are so kind and came up and said hi and offered to buy me a drink or whatever. I came prepared. You know what I do. I do my not coffees. I take a coffee cup and I fill it to the brim with wine, and that's what I brought with me.
Really?
And I was clutching it yesterday.
But you got to be careful that it's not too
in.
much wine.
Correct.
I mean, I know there's never too much wine, right?
Right. But I get what you mean.
And
it was not too much wine. No.
I'm ready. Then it turns into, what is the famous line?
Yeah, ready to party.
That's my ex.
I do not want that to be me ever in any situation. But I went by myself because Wes, my husband, was moving yesterday, trying to get all of the stuff out of his apartment because he has to be out by the end of the month. And so he didn't plan on coming. And I got there and I texted him. I was like, can you please shower and get dressed and come and be here with me? Please, please, please. And he did, which was awesome.
So I'd love to ask this question to any person that's in a divorced, family. Where's the uncomfortable place for you that you have to go to or do? 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548, like where you have to, be part of like the family thing or whatever. When this happens, when you go to these things, you don't make your way over and try to like get, like all the family doesn't do that. Cause to me, like I've often thought about this with Chelsea, and I, if we ever got divorced, I would want to always, to like try to feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like you're a type that's like that too. Like like you will walk up and say hi and stuff. Yep. Were they not close to you at all to go say hi to them or, no? Okay. Cause I got to tell you something. I see sometimes where I'm not saying in your case, I see sometimes with friends of mine where I'll say to them, we'll be at a party or something. I'm like, why don't you guys talk?
Yeah.
You guys are both here because the kids are here because our kids are friends. And I'm like I was at a grad party and, two people divorced. They've been divorced, for many, many years. And I'm like, you guys don't even like have conversations it's that bad. You don't even have a freaking conversation with each other. To me, that's not good for the kids too.
Well, and obviously there's been situations before, like, and I've talked, we go to school stuff. We do all these things. This last night was just so different because, like I said, it was like someone else's like space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so I felt out of place.
Yeah.
We were never married, but Josiah's mom and I we have split parenting. I've talked about it on there. And we operate through the court system in terms of what they have defined as the holiday schedule and who the child goes to on which holidays. And a part of that holiday schedule is birthdays. Birthdays are included on that. So I get Josiah a year on his birthday, she get him the next year, and da. And I would say earlier on in Josiah's life, we've never planned birthdays together. So if you have Josiah on your year, you're handling all the birthday stuff and vice versa.
Okay.
So it is one of those situations where I'm quote unquote coming in your yard because you're throwing the party. You have all of your family, for the majority of it, will be there celebrating.
For sure.
And then it's the same on my side. So there have been those moments where I've walked into, I don't know, Dave and Buster's or whatever the place is that we're having a party. And it is that awkwardness where it's like, hey, like you almost feel like a guest at your own child's event. Or a party type of
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That is how I felt. Yeah. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. It was just last night. I was really feeling it. I was so anxious for some reason about it. Yeah. But yeah.
What's happening, Rachel? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're talking about that uncomfortable time. What's yours?
Well, first I want to say first time, long time.
Hey. All right.
Rachel on the phone.
Yeah. So actually my son's 2-year-old birthday party is this weekend. And I have been living with my mom. So the party is kind of at the condo complex. So it just makes it easier for us. And I invited my dad and I told my mom 3 days ago and she told me that I needed to uninvite him because she's uncomfortable with the situation, but they've been divorced for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And, like, he's remarried and everything. So we're trying to navigate. My sister and I are kind of like, do we just invite him and tell him, hey, like, look who showed up? Or do we, uninvite my dad to his grandson's birthday? It's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. Did you expect this reaction from your mom? Like, did you keep this from her because you knew she was going to say, I don't want him around?
Not really. I expected it, but my sister and I have been trying really hard to move past it. My sister got married a couple years ago, and that was the first time that they were around each other, and we kind of forced it on them then. And then recently, like, my sister had a baby, and so we've always had to do 2 baby showers. We've had to do,
It sucks.
two of everything, basically.
Yeah.
And it's not been really fun, but his 1-year-old birthday party was, mind you, huge. It was way too big. But my dad ended up coming, and my stepmom stayed home. And so this year I thought, same thing. My dad could come. My stepmom could stay back because that would be more uncomfortable for my mom. And we're slowly easing into it. And she said, absolutely not. I don't want it. I'm uncomfortable. I can't sleep. I have anxiety. And we're all sitting here like, it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
What's
you know what? That's
on?
that's one where, can I just be quite honest with you? And I know you love your mom, and I know you love your dad. Oh my God, am I Eminem? I just did an Eminem verse. Haley, I know your mom. I think that you invite them, and whoever shows up, shows up.
Let them figure it out.
They got to figure this out.
Yep,
I
agree with you.
It's not fair to you. I can hear the anxiety in your voice. And I think that it's not also fair to their grandbaby. And you know what? If they listen, they're grown ass adults. I'm sure that your mom is very hurt. Your dad probably, did some bad stuff. Who knows? But I'm saying this is all about you now. And I'm not a therapist at all. You should probably double this with talking to a therapist. But I think that you got to start standing up for yourself and saying, I'm not making this more difficult for my kids and my family.
I think the only thing that sucks, though, is you're staying with your mom, right?
Yeah, and that's where my anxiety kind of stems from.
You're inviting dad into mom's space. I think that's the only problem that's like, it's not neutral ground where everybody should play nice.
But when you do move out and you're not there, I think then they got to figure this out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. What's up, Pete?
What's going on?
Hey, what was the uncomfortable place?
So I was going to pick up my kids. It was like we were exchanging at Christmas, and I walked up to my ex-in-law's house. As I tapped on the door, I heard a big cheer. I was like, oh, well, maybe there's a game on or something. My ex-father-in-law opens the door. He goes, hey, you just made it. They're getting engaged. Walked in on my ex-wife getting engaged. Yeah, that was super awkward.
Okay, you win. Yeah. You win, my friend. Yeah. That's awful.
Yeah. No, that was not my favorite. And my ex-wife, God bless her, she's not the greatest human being. She now lives her life in Florida and does her whatever. And the kids and I have lived in Michigan for 12 years now. But it was. And the father-in-law hates me. He just hates me. And he was like, I just want to let you know I don't like you very much, but I'm glad you're here for this moment. I was like, what did you say?
He's a dick. But is he better with you now or no?
Oh, no. He actually financed the kidnapping of my kids in 2020.
Oh, geez. Oh, God. We're going to the weeds. All right. Wow. Jeez. Rose, what's up?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Rose. Rose, you had to be a big person for a lot of time. What happened?
Yeah, we were freshly divorced, and my ex-husband wanted to take my son back to Palestine, where he was from. And I was like, I didn't want him to leave away from his mom for 3 weeks or more. So I said, I'm coming with you. And he was like, okay. So we ended up traveling together overseas, and we stayed with his mother at her house.
Oh, geez.
And she put us in the same bedroom, in the same bed.
Oh, my God.
I said something to him.
Yeah.
Right. I said something to him about, maybe this wasn't appropriate. And he apparently said something to his mother because she came in and put pillows between us on the bed.
Oh, my God. Was she trying to get you guys to get back together, you think?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's just how it was.
Convenient for her.
Wow, that's a wild one. Nicole, what's up?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. What's going on, Nicole?
Good. Hey, I don't have a specific moment because every moment is awkward. But I think it's really sad that parents who have separated and have children involved, they can't find that common ground to be supportive for their children and just make every moment together special. I came from a separated family my whole life, so they never were in the same room together. We barely could even do birthday parties together. And after I had my son, that's really when it hit me as a child because, you don't have those moments with your parents together because the animosity between them. But I'm currently with a guy who's been divorced for 3 going on 4 years. and they have 2 children, and they don't even communicate together. She acts like he's like the worst person in the entire world, and so me and her, the new husband, actually communicate on behalf of their 2 children.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Sports, the whole 9 yards. And then it's funny because actually when we see them in person, they act like all friendly. And then
does her question for you? Does it? Do you guys ever joke about that you're the 2 communicating about things?
I have said it multiple times, and they are almost okay with it.
Jeez.
I go, these are my children, even though I treat them like my children. Yeah. But it's like, you guys, these are your children.
And same with him too. That you guys almost have to be the mediators in this.
Yeah. Where's Biden? Yeah. Come on,
man. He's got COVID. He's not.
That's right. We gotta be nice.
Doing okay.
We gotta be nice.
We're praying for his recovery. Real quick, I got 3 songs.
I'm a hoe.
Come on, say it.
Sorry.
He'll be okay. I
wasn't gonna talk about him.
No. All right, real quick. I got 3 songs.
At least he can hear it.
I got 3 songs.
Oh my God, play them.
Which one do you want to play? A, B, or C? A.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. But that's alright.
Eminem, Rihanna, Love the Way You Lie. B.
Ooh.
Grenade. Or C.
I need you, boo.
Chris Brown.
I gotta see you, boo. And the hearts all over the world. I
would like B,
Said the hearts all over the world tonight.
All right, A, B, or C. Which one's our throwback? I'll go around the room. Kev, I start with you.
I'm going A.
Ooh.
Love the Way You Lie.
Love the Way You Lie. I go to Megan next by order of microphone there.
I'll go with B.
B, Grenade. Shannon.
B as in boy.
Grenade. I go with C. So far, the one leading the pack is Grenade. Let's go to the others. Lydia?
I'll take a side of C, please.
Oh, Chris Brown?
No, B?
What is wrong with you?
She's swaying from the, what do you guys call your girl chat?
The girls' room.
The girls' room?
You know Lydia team breezy.
Yeah, it's not very girls behavior
shaking.
of you.
We got
I'm in the unisex today.
Not very girl of you.
We got a tie at the top of the leaderboard here. This is not Throwback Throwdown. This is which throwback are we playing next? Let's go to KP for the next vote on this one. KP. She's back, right? I think I saw her running.
She said C.
You lie.
Hold on.
What are you talking?
You lie.
She said C.
C. What did you say?
She's on the
C.
count.
All right. So far, Chris Brown is leading the pack. What about you, Zach? What do you say, Zach?
For some breezy ass, I'll go with C.
Oh, I think we pushed it over the edge. Ladies and gentlemen, the throwback that wins today, Chris Brown.